Good morning, people of the world. Welcome to your 9:30 a.m. Selfless Service Yoga class at the beautiful Edwards Greenhouse here in Boise, Idaho. My name is Jason Allen Carr. I'll be guiding you through your yoga practice today. And what are we doing every day in our awareness? We are writing our own stories. We're leaving the stories of everybody else behind. We don't need them. It's all about our being and our spiritual growth. Before we get started today, I am not going to be doing a yoga class tomorrow morning because it's going to be busy here at Edwards Greenhouse, and so I'm going to take the day off. And they are doing a garden party, every 50% off perennials, conifers, trees, shrubs, and fruit trees. It starts tomorrow, August 28th, and it's from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Masks are required, and they're only allowing 50 people in at a time because it's a very busy weekend for them. So that is available to you. Great sales out at Edwards Greenhouse Friday through Sunday. And when I was walking over to the greenhouse, I passed this beautiful tree, and so I just thought I would share it. Look at that. It's a kumquat tree. And then look at these little tiny flowers on it. It smells so good, I can't even tell you. If you've never smelt a fruit tree, a citrus tree, before, you should. It smells so good, I forgot how to talk. Anyway, there's citrus trees that are in bloom here at Edwards, and you should come check them out. Even if you don't buy one, at least come and smell them. They're beautiful, and they smell so good. Good morning, Vicki. How are you? Fantastic. Absolutely. So anyway, for your class today, you may need, I pulled out the strap. I'm not 100% sure why I did yet, but I think we might use it. And a block. You will need a block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can find something, I think this is 4 inches across, like a dictionary or something that's sturdy that you can hold on all sides. Yeah. So let's find some breath and pull some white light through the body. And while we do that, I'm going to take advantage of this tree. And the scent of the citrus from it. As we go through, we find some grounding and share some earth energy and white light. As we're doing this, you can always add into your visualization in your practice of sending that white light and energy that we'll be playing with, and you'll be sending it over to the Amazon rainforest, and just visualize it lighting up the Amazon from below the roots of all of the vegetation, and then just visualize it rising up into the roots and then up into the vegetation all the way up to the tippy tops of that rainforest, lighting it up. And then you can bring that energy and that visualization and white light back down through the rainforest and bring that energy to the center of the earth, and then bring it up into your body and feel your connection with your earth here. Maybe feel a connection with the lungs and the Amazon forest, as the Amazon forest has been described as the lungs of the planet, which is a beautiful visualization and story. Let's roll those shoulders back. Let's take the fingers spread wide out to the side, and let's just take some breaths here. And just feel your natural breathing pattern. Just notice which parts of the body are moving as you inhale and exhale. And just take your awareness to where the body is connected to the earth. I'm sitting on a block, and I feel my tops of my, or the part of my knee and my shins, the tops of my feet connected to the earth. The glutes connected to the earth through the block. My fingertips. And then just feel wherever the body's connected to the earth here, and illuminate that bright white light moving into our visualization here. We'll build our visualization first and then move into a more deep breath. So take that visualization and visualize that white light wherever the pressure points are connected to the earth here, and visualize the white light moving away from the body like a ripple from a stone being thrown into a lake. And just visualize that ripple of energy continuing. With each inhalation, we'll draw energy up from those pressure points into the body. Visualize like a steam of white light coming into the body, cleansing, purging, and purifying, lighting up the body from the inside out. And then on the exhalation, feel that energy going out through those pressure points, and in your visualization, start to create roots below you like a tree. At the base of the spine, create a line of energy, maybe lighting up the whole skeletal system from the inside out, maybe lengthening the spine just slightly, honoring the skeletal system as it's being lit up with that white light. And then take a line of energy from the base of the spine and take it deep into the earth, past those roots that you've created like a tree, taking it all the way deep into the earth's core. Visualize that energy circling around that earth core energy, and then breathing it back up the line, up through those roots on the inhalation, filling the belly up, filling the body up, all the way up through the crown of the head with the white light. Exhaling, taking it back down, staying with this visualization, and then adding the lengthened breath. Let's take our awareness down around the earth's core, and then inhale up from the earth core, bringing it up the line into those roots, filling the body up fully and completely. Feel that pause at the top of the breath where you're neither breathing in or breathing out. And then exhale, feel the body coming into itself. Feel the muscles being engaged around the rib cage as you bring the belly button in tight. Maybe squeeze that muscle in between the legs, drawing it up into the belly button. And then inhale, feeling yourself back up. Staying with these deep breaths in, staying with your visualization. Maybe take the awareness as you look through the skins of the eyes and notice any colors fading in and out, any shapes starting to be created. Create a line of energy at the third eye, located in the center of the forehead and between the eyebrows. As you breathe up into this space, feel a line of energy moving from the forehead, through the brain, and out through the back of the skull. Visualize your pineal gland, that third eye, bathing in this stream of energy. Feel the brain lighting up. Staying focused with those deep breaths and exhalations, allowing yourself the opportunity to stay with the feels of the body, stay out of the thoughts of the mind. Don't allow the thoughts to steal you away from this present moment and finding these moments of presence and bliss as we continue to inhale as deep as we can. And exhaling, letting it go. Inhaling, staying with the visualization and out of the thoughts of the mind. Just know with each inhalation, as you draw that fresh oxygen into the body, you're cleansing, purging, and purifying the body to the gene core cell level with the breath and the white light. As you exhale, you're expelling all of the air out fully and completely, bringing everything in nice and tight into the core, and then moving back into that deep breath. Just continue with that deep breath, taking in the scent of the air as you breathe it in through the nose. Take in the temperature of the breath as it comes in through the nose, feeling the body expanding out on those inhalations. Feel the body collapsing into itself on the exhalations. Just slightly press the fingertips into the mat and inhale, bring the hands up over the head, reach up at the top nice and high. And then exhale, bring the hands back down to the side. Engage with the white light as you touch the hands to the mat. Inhale, creating a lit up dome around the body as you bring the hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up, staying out of the thoughts of the mind. There's nothing outside of this space. Exhale, hands down. Speaking of space, feel the body from the inside out as you inhale up. And exhale down. This time, feel the body from the outside in, inhaling up. And then exhaling down. Feeling the body from the inside out, inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the side. Pause. Maybe dip the chin just slightly towards the chest. And then let's just roll that neck to the left. And then gently roll the neck over to the right. And just take it back and forth a couple of times here. And then we'll meet back in center. As you do, just take the fingertips, reaching out through the right and left middle finger out to the side, and take your left ear to your left shoulder. Maybe lift your right hand a little bit higher, reaching out through that right middle finger, and then come back to center. Hands are up off of the mat. Take that right ear over to that right shoulder. Reach out through that left middle finger. Lift that left hand just slightly, and then relax that hand down. Let's bring the hands out in front of us, and then let's just take them and cross the hands here. Take the elbows back. Feel the chest opening. Take your time. Go slow. You might feel little pops across the spine. And then let's take the hands out to the side all the way, reaching out through those fingertips. Roll the shoulders back. Gently squeeze the muscle to the bone in the arms as you reach out through those fingertips. And then let's take the palms face up, reach out through the fingertips. Maybe roll the shoulders back just slightly, maybe tip the head back. And then bring the chin towards the chest. And then relax the hands towards the floor. Roll those shoulders back. And then let's bring those hands back around us to clasp the hands together. Once you clasp the hands together, pull the hands down and then pull them away from the body, opening up the chest. You can always rest your head in between those shoulder blades, getting the chest opener here. Maybe lean slightly back, and then let's just gently come back up to center. We'll come off of that block. If you're on the block, we're just going to take those legs out into a V shape. Take those feet out to the sides. Bring your hands back behind you and press yourself up and forward into your edge. And then let's just flex the toes back and forth here. Squeeze the muscle to the bone in the legs as you flex the toes towards the face. And then relax it as you point the toes away. Maybe roll the ankles in a circular motion. And then take it in the opposite direction. And then flex the toes towards the face, bringing those heels up off the mat. You're squeezing the muscle to the bone in the legs. And then we're going to inhale, bring the hands up, reach up, wiggle those fingers, and then relax your legs as you gently come forward. Bring those hands out in front of you, soften the body, maybe bend the elbows as you gently come forward. Nice deep breaths. As you exhale, allow yourself to melt forward. We're not forcing ourselves. We're just allowing the body to breathe itself into the stretch. And then you can keep the hands out in front of you. You can take the hands out to the ankles. You can take the hands back behind you. Just find something that serves you here, and then just allow gravity to do its work. As you inhale, you can flex the muscles to the bone. Reach out through those heels, toes towards the face. And then as you exhale, soften the body, relaxing into it. And then maybe just take your hands to your feet or to your legs and just massage out the muscles. Maybe squeeze the muscles to the bone while you're massaging, and then relax it. Take the hands to the backs of the legs. Maybe soften, run your hands up those hamstrings, softening the resistance in the hamstrings. And then bring the hands to a comfortable position in front of you. Gently press through the palms and the hands slowly coming all the way up. Smile up at the top because it feels good. And then bring your left foot to the inside of that right thigh. You're going to inhale up at center, twist at the waist towards that right leg, and then take one hand on either side of that right foot as you bring the nose towards the knee. Maybe lift the hip and replant it, and then just allow yourself to melt forward. We're taking nice deep breaths as we move through our stretches. And then let's keep our right hand on the outside of that right leg or right foot. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of that right leg or right foot. So you're going to maybe take your left knee slightly over to the left. You're going to look underneath your left armpit. So what we're doing here is we're taking deep breaths into that upper rib cage and that right lower back. You'll feel the rib cage expanding as you inhale, as you lift that shoulder. Keep your right hand on the outside of that right leg, or you can bring it out in front of you, palm face up. This allows you to drop your right shoulder as you lift your left shoulder and take deep breaths. As you exhale, you'll relax your left hip joint and your left knee towards the floor. And then we're going to take those hands to the outside of that right leg or that right foot. You're going to lean forward. Left ear rests on your left shoulder or bicep as you lift your right hip up and press it back, looking back at your right hip. And then bring your nose back towards that knee. And then gently slide the hands up that right leg. Let's just lean over to the left. Take that right leg back. Point that right toe away. You can sit up straight here. And then we'll gently come forward. Walk the hands out in front of you. Gently press away from the palms of the hands. Pressing the hips towards the heels. And then walking the hands all the way over to the left, gently pressing away from the palms of the hands, hips towards the heels. And then walking the hands as far right as you can. Press away from the palms, leaning into that left shoulder, hips towards the heels. And then gently walk the hands back towards the body. Let's bring the hands back behind us. As we do, we're going to roll the shoulders back, opening up the chest. Walk the hands closer together, bringing the shoulder blades together. Maybe rest the head in between the shoulder blades. Take nice deep breaths. Feel a line of energy coming from the sky up above into the heart center and into the body. And then gently come back up to center. And then let's just lean back. Lean into your hands. Lift the hips up. Take your right hip up and come back to center. And then replant. Let's take it further by going down onto our forearms. You don't need to. You can stay up at that last position. If you're down to your forearms, lift the hips, take the right hip up, come back to center, replant. We're reaching out through that right knee, stretching out that right ankle, and then we're going to come all the way down if you can. You're going to lift that right hip up and then come back to center, reaching out through that right knee. Maybe take the hands up over the head. And then let's gently release that right leg out to straight. You're going to take that left leg out to straight. You're going to flex your toes towards your face, putting on what I call squeeze pants. Reach out through the heels, squeeze the muscle to the bone of the legs, glutes come in tight. So from the waist all the way down, you're drawing the toes closer to the knees. The heels are reaching away from the body, squeezing the muscle to the bone. Wiggle around in your squeeze pants. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, relax the legs, taking those squeeze pants off. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, letting it go. And then we're just going to walk the heels towards the glutes. And we're going to roll the body up on the right hand side. That right foot will come into the inside of that left thigh. And then we'll inhale up at center, twist at the waist towards that left leg, and take one hand on either side of that left foot, nose towards the knee. Maybe make adjustments, leaning forward, adjusting your right hip and that right knee, and then just allow the body to melt forward. And then take your right hand to the outside of that right leg or that left leg, left foot. That left hand can come out in front or stay. You'll drop that left shoulder as you look underneath your right armpit, taking deep breaths into that right upper rib cage and that right lower back as you exhale, relaxing your right hip joint and your right knee towards the floor. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with the breath. And then we'll take those hands to the outside of that left leg, left foot. Right ear will rest on the right shoulder, right bicep as you lean forward, lifting your left hip up as you look back and press it back. And then bring your nose back towards that knee. And then gently draw the hands up that left leg. We'll lean over to the right. Take that left leg back, point that left toe away. We'll sit up nice and straight here. And then we'll walk the hands forward. Gently pressing away from the palms, hips towards the heels, third eye to the mat. And then walk the hands all the way over to the right. Gently pressing away, leaning into the left shoulder, hips towards the heels. Walking the hands back to center, taking the hands all the way over to the left, leaning into your right shoulder, hips towards the heels. And then gently walk the hands back towards the body. We'll bring the hands behind us. Let's step on the fingertips this time. Thumbs towards the knees. Walk those fingertips together, opening up the chest once again. Rest the head in between the shoulder blades. And then gently come back to center. Let's just take the hands onto the knees for just a moment. Take the chin towards the chest. Bring the head back up. And then let's bring the bottoms of the feet. Oh no, we gotta go back. Sorry, my bad. We're gonna bring the hands back behind us. We're gonna lift those hips up. Take the left hip up, come back to center and replant. You can stay right there. We're reaching out through that left knee, stretching out that left ankle. If you want, you can come down one at a time onto those forearms. Once you make it down, lift the hips. And then if you want to come all the way down, lower all the way down, you can take the hands up over the head. And you're pressing that left knee towards the floor. If you find that it comes up like this, you can always stick a blanket or a pillow underneath it to press that leg back into it until you get more flexibility where you can come all the way down. And then we're going to gently release the left leg out to straight. Release the right leg out to straight. Flex the toes towards the face. Reach out through the heels. Allow yourself to squeeze the glutes, muscle to the bone, putting on those squeeze pants. Once again, toes come closer to the knees. You're really reaching out through the heels as nice and tight as you can. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, relax the legs, taking off those squeeze pants. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Just pause. And then let's walk the heels towards the glutes. We'll gently roll ourselves around onto the mat. We'll come all the way around for frog pose. We're going to take those knees out nice and wide. Once you have those knees out, set the hips back a little bit and then look back. Make sure that your knees in alignment with your ankle, the foot squared to the back. So if you were up against a wall, it would be flat against the baseboard. Those hands are going to be shoulder length apart. Have the insides of the arms resting on the rib cage. Tuck the pelvic bone backwards to feel a C curve. If you don't feel a C curve, you're tucking the pelvic bone in the wrong direction. Feel that C curve in the lower back. And then drop the belly towards the floor and then start to move into our deep breaths. As you inhale through the nose, you're going to feel that belly up. You're going to feel it expanding towards the floor, feeling that energy going down the inner thighs and towards the knees. As you exhale, you'll feel it rising up the inner thighs. You're going to squeeze that muscle in between the legs, belly button into the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhaling, bringing everything into the core. And then let's just bend those elbows. Take your right ear all the way towards the floor. Gently press away from the palms of the hands, hips towards the heels. Nice deep breaths. You're dropping that belly towards the floor on those inhalations. Drawing everything into the core on the exhalations. Elbows in tight, gently pressing the palms of the hands, slowly coming all the way up, evening out the neck, taking it to the other side. Left ear towards the floor, pressing away from the palms, hips towards the heels. Take those deep breaths here. Gently press through the palms of the hands, slowly coming all the way back up. As you do, lean forward, bring those big toes together, and then press your hips all the way towards the heels and lower yourself all the way towards the floor, third eye to the mat. And then gently walk the hands towards the body, gently press through the palms of the hands. Let's lift those knees up, slowly coming around onto the mat, sitting onto our heels here, squeezing the thighs together, feels good after that. I like to cross my toes, inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up, getting another chest opener here. As you exhale, bring your hands down, lean slightly forward, bring those arms around, clasping the hands together, pull the hands away from the body, and then pull towards the floor, and then away from the body, maybe rest the head in between those shoulder blades. And then release, come back up to center. Let's just take that right hand onto that left knee, roll your left shoulder, maybe step on your left fingertips. Rolling your left shoulder, sitting up nice and straight. Feel the little C curve in your lower back. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, left hand finds the right knee. Roll your right shoulder, nice and straight. And then come back to center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down to the side. Keep those toes together. Take the knees out to the side. Let's take a child's pose, third eye to the mat. Allow the body to drop in between those thighs with the hands forward and just breathe. Third eye on the mat as you inhale the white light in through the third eye and move it throughout the body. And then let's gently walk the hands towards the body. Let's come around onto our backs. We're going to grab that strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a tie, a rope, towel. You're going to come all the way down onto the mat. And then we're going to just take the strap off to the side for just a moment. We're going to keep that right leg. Well, actually, let's bend the left knee. Take the right leg out to straight. And then you're just going to gently flex that right foot towards your face. You're going to gently squeeze the muscle to the bone in that right leg as you gently squeeze your right glute. And we're going to keep that the whole entire time. Now you're going to take your strap, and at the center of the strap, you're going to place it around the ball of the foot, and then take that foot towards the sky. Let's hold on with our left hand. As you hold on with your left hand, you're going to relax the toes towards the face and your left heel towards the sky. That right leg is still gently engaged. And then you're just going to take, as you pull that foot up over your head, again with the toe relaxed, toe towards the sky, you're constantly pulling it up over your head as we do this. And then you're just going to gently take it over to your right. Left foot goes over to the right. You're going to feel a deep stretch all along that left leg. You want to make sure that your right hip always stays on the floor. It might only be a few inches that you're able to take that leg over to the right. So as you take it over to the right, you're pulling it up over the head, relaxing the toes towards the face, heels towards the sky. Nice deep breaths. And then gently come back to center. You're going to grab that strap with the right hand all the way up toward as high as you can. Take the left hand out to the side. We're going to open up our left hip. So you're going to slide, keep that right leg still engaged where it's at. You're going to take that left leg over to the left. That right hand will slide down as you open up that left hip. You might even feel a stretch across that right shoulder like you would stretch the legs in pigeon pose. then gently bring that left leg back up to the top. We're going to take that left hand back on. No, we're not. We're going to bend the left knee, release. Relax your right leg. We're going to take that left leg out to straight, bend your right knee. You're going to gently flex that left foot towards your face. Gently squeeze the muscle to the bone in that left leg and that left glute. Once you set up that base camp, you're going to take that strap around the ball of the right foot. You're going to take the right foot overhead. Grab that strap with your right hand. You're going to relax your right heel towards the sky as you pull that leg up over the head, relaxing the toes towards the face. And then you're just going to gently take that right leg over to the left. You're going to feel a deep stretch all along that outside of that right leg. And again, it might only be a couple of inches. Just make sure that that left leg, left hip, left glute stayed comfortably engaged and in place on that left side. Breathing through it, nice deep breaths in. And then bring that right leg back up to center. Take that left hand as high up onto that strap as you can. Take the right hand out to the side. Keep that left leg engaged, that left glute. And then gently take that right leg, sliding the left hand down that strap all the way out to the right. Feel that stretch across the left shoulder. Feel that right hip opening up. Take deep breaths. And then gently bring that right leg back up. We're going to bend that right knee, release. Take that strap off to the side, relax your left leg. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Make little circles to the left and to the right. We're going to do that once again on each side, but before we do, bring the heels to the glutes. Take your right leg over your left knee, and then if you can, you're going to cross at the ankles. Once you have that cross at the ankles, take that that left hand onto that right knee and pull it over to the left. Maybe take the right hand out to the side. So feel that stretch, that deep twist. Maybe drop your right shoulder, relax your right hip to go deeper. Come back to center, take it to the other side, unraveling the ankles and then the knee. Left knee goes over that right ankle, then you'll cross. The left leg goes over the right knee, and then you'll cross at the ankles, and then you're going to take that right hand, pulling that left knee over to the left. You can take the left hand out to the side. Feel that stretch, drop that left shoulder, relax your left hip. And then gently come back to center, unravel the ankles, unravel the knees. Let's bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, circles to the left and the right. And then let's set up our camp once again. We're going to bend that right knee. Take that right leg out to straight. You're going to gently squeeze the muscle to the bone in that right leg and that right glute. Gently bringing the toe towards the face. You're going to take your strap in the center of the strap around the ball of that left foot. You're going to hold on to the strap with the left hand. You're pulling that foot up over the head as you relax the toes towards the face and reach out through the heels. Keep that right leg engaged to keep you in your space, and then just gently take that left leg over to the right. And you might notice you can go a little bit deeper, maybe see what it feels like to gently take your left heel slightly over to the left as you take your whole leg over to the right. Pulling it up over the head, toes towards the face, heels towards the sky. And then gently bring that left leg back to center. Take the right hand onto the strap. You'll take your left hand out to the side. Toes towards the face, pulling the leg up over the head, heels towards the sky. Open up that left hip, sliding that right hand down that strap, keeping that right leg engaged and in place. Nice deep breaths. Maybe kind of look over your right shoulder. And then gently come back up to center. Let's release that strap off the leg. Just take that left leg out to straight and feel the space you've created. It should feel quite longer than the right. And then kind of wiggle around, shake it out. Let's take it to the other side. We're going to take that left leg out to straight, bending the right knee. You're going to gently flex that left foot towards the face, engaging the muscle to the bone of the left leg and that left glute, holding it here, taking that strap around the ball of the right foot. You'll take that hand up as high up on the strap as you can. Again, you're pulling that leg up over the head, releasing the heel towards the sky, the toes towards the face. That left leg stays gently engaged. Take that right foot over to the right leg over to the left. You might notice you can go a little bit deeper. Breathe into it. And then gently bring that right leg back up to center, still pulling it up over the head. Grab onto the strap with that left foot. Left leg is still engaged, right hand out to the side. Slide that left hand down the strap as you take that right leg over to the right, opening up that right hip. Feel that stretch across that left shoulder. And then gently bring that right leg back up to straight, bend the right knee. Take that strap off to the side, we're done with it. Relax the left leg, feel the length that you created in that right leg. It should now feel a little bit longer than that left leg. Feel that space you've created. And then let's walk the heels towards the glute. Just kind of wiggle around a little bit, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, circles to the left and to the right. And then we're going to keep the hands, left hand, left knee, right hand, left knee, right hand, right knee, left hand, left knee. And then you're going to take the toes together, and then you're just going to take an in-air butterfly, and you're going to roll those knees in a circular motion. Take it in the opposite direction. And then let's take those legs out to straight. Let's roll around onto the belly. We're going to do the same thing for our arms. We're going to take that left arm forward. You're going to take that right arm underneath with the right palm face up. And then rest your head over your right shoulder. And then lift the head just slightly and look over your right shoulder. And then bring your head back to center. We'll gently release that right arm. Take that right arm out to straight. Take that left arm underneath. Left palm face up. Resting your head over your left shoulder. Lift your head just slightly and look over your left shoulder. And then bring your head back to center. Release that left arm. Let's just bring that right ear to the mat. Palms face up next to the body. Rock the hips side to side and then just relax. If it feels good, you can bend the knees and take the heels side to side. And then we're just going to gently bring the legs down. Let's even out the neck. Take the left ear to the mat. Pause here. Hands come underneath those shoulders. Knees go out to the side. Toes together. Press back once again into your child's pose. Third eye to the mat. And then from your child's pose, slowly come around onto your back. Bring the heels close to the glutes. Maybe grab onto the ankles and bring them in close. We're going to take the palms face down. And we're going to lift the hips up towards the sky for a bridge pose. You're going to roll one shoulder at a time underneath you. Maybe bring the hands to the hips to press the hips towards the sky. Maybe come up high off of those heels, pressing into the toes and the balls of the feet. As you squeeze the glutes, pressing up through the hips. Lower those heels towards the floor, pressing into the heel, lifting the toe and the ball of the foot up, squeezing the glutes, hips up towards the sky, squeeze the glutes, lower the toes, slowly lower one vertebra at a time, come all the way down. Knees come into the chest, give yourself a hug, circles to the left and to the right. And then bring those heels close to the glutes. We're going to bring those hands back behind the head. We're going to keep the head like the upper body from, let's say, the nipples up. Feels like you're lying in a hammock. So take the hands, clasping them either underneath the head or the neck, whatever feels best to you, allowing the elbows to kind of fan out to the side, engage the core, and then lift the body up just a little bit. Maybe tuck the pelvic bone towards your face a little bit. Feel how that engages not only the glutes, but the lower abs. And then let's just do a couple of crunches here. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with the breath, maybe going a little bit slower, slowly lowering down and lifting back up. And then come up to the top of your crunch and hold it. And then slowly lower all the way down. Release the hands to the sides of the body, palms down or palms up, whatever feels best. Take a couple breaths. And then we're going to roll the body up. And we're going to take a, oh my gosh, boat pose. So if boat pose is difficult for you, you can always use a block and place it underneath those calves. You're going to bring the hands out in front of you. You want to lean back, kind of look up, bring the palms face up if you want, or point the toes, engage the core. You can stay here. Without that block, it looks like this. So you're engaging with the core, you're feeling your boat pose, and then relax all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest, circles to the left and to the right. And then we're going to do that again, but bring the heels close to the glutes, palms face down. Lift the hips towards the sky for that bridge pose. Roll one shoulder at a time underneath you. Maybe bring the hands to the hips, setting the hips towards the sky, squeezing the glutes, pressing up through the hips, and then slowly lowering one vertebra at a time, coming all the way down. We're going to roll the body back up. We're going to take that boat pose once again. Bring those legs up, pointing the toes, flexing the toes, engaging the core, hands out in front, maybe looking up. Find your breath. Relax all the way down, knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. Circles to the left and to the right. And then let's take a inversion here. You have a couple of options. You can take a dead bug. If you take dead bug, bring the legs up in front of you, bend the knees just slightly, maybe bring the hands up and zombie the hands here. Stay here for dead bug, allowing the energy flow to move from the fingertips and the toes down into the hands and the feet to the center of the body. If you want to go deeper into an inversion, you can take those legs up to the sky. Keep the chin in alignment. You want to line up the hips, the knees, and the ankles. You can play with the by just staying here. Point the toes or relax the feet. You can move into in-air splits. You can take the legs out to the side. If you make it out to the side, point the toes and flex. The toes reach out through the heels, and just play with all the different variations, maybe taking the legs back over the head. So, if you are in your dead bug, you can shoot your legs up over the head for plow pose. If you're up in your shoulder stand, engage the core. Be mindful of the spine. You're going to take those feet back behind the head, lowering the toes towards the floor. One day, legs, toes to touch, legs to straight. You can even bend those knees, allowing the knees to come close to those temples. And then slowly lower one vertebra at a time all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Let's give ourselves a deep hug. So draw the knees all the way into the chest. Grab and those legs and pull in as tight as you can. Squeeze and then release. Let's take the legs out to straight. Palms face up next to the body. And just relax here for just a moment. And then let's just walk one heel at a time towards the glutes. We're going to take a lying butterfly. So bring the bottoms of those feet together, lining up the pads of the toes and the heels, allowing the knees to fan out to the side. And then press the heels together firmly. As you do, feel how it engages the glutes and the inner thighs. As you exhale, relax. Maybe take the hands to the knees, tapping them side to side. You can take the hands on the inner thighs for a little bit more resistance if that feels good. Or you can bring the palms face up underneath. We're out of the thoughts of the head. We're staying with the sensations and the feels of the body as we take those deep breaths. If it feels good, change the variation of your hip opener and your butterfly as you gently press the feet together and slide them forward about 4 or 5 inches. And then relax the knees out to the side there. Let's bring those hands underneath those thighs to help bring the legs back together. Let's just take the legs out to straight. Allow the toes to fan out to the side and just relax. Palms face up, nice deep breaths. And then we're just going to gently roll around back onto our belly. We're going to get another chest opener here. So come all the way onto the belly. As you do, we're almost done. We're going to bend those knees, take the chin towards the mat. You're going to take the hands onto the ankles to grab onto the ankles, maybe keep the toes together. And on an inhale, you're going to kick into those feet for floor bow. You can allow the breath to rock the body back and forth, massaging out those stomach muscles, and then relax out of it. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press back, child's pose, third eye to the mat. And then let's gently come up. We're going to grab that block. We're going to come back around onto the back. We're just going to do 2 more things and then we're done. Bring that block long ways. Bring the hips or heels close to the glutes. You're going to press the hips towards the sky and you're going to place that block on the flat part of the sacrum. Maybe take the heel toe the feet out to the side, palms face up. Maybe take the knees out to the side. And then just relax. And then gently press through the bottoms of the feet, lifting the hips, squeezing the glutes, pressing up towards the sky, releasing that block, slowly coming down 1 vertebra at a time. You're going to roll over onto your right or left side. You're going to take that block to the top of the mat. You're going to place it at the top of the mat for a last chest opener. If you don't have that block, you can make that chest opener like we did, any of those different variations. Come down onto that block, place it down the center of the spine and between the shoulder blades, and allow the head to drip off the block. Palms are face up next to the body, and just allow those shoulders to melt over the side of the block. Nice deep breaths. Then you're going to slowly peel yourself up off of that block. As you do, take that block off to the side. Feel your body. See if there's anything that I might have missed, anything that your body's calling for, any movements, before we come down into our final resting space of Shavasana for complete and total relaxation. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, melting each time into the exhalation. Inhaling through the nose, letting it out the mouth. Fill the body up with the oxygen. Feel it rising like a bread rising in the oven. As you exhale, feel the body melting into itself like you're letting the air out of an air mattress. Just stay focused with the breath. Long breaths in, long exhalations. Feel yourself melting, becoming softer with each exhalation. Feel yourself rising and feel your vibration rising as you inhale. Feel the body rising up towards the sky, and once again exhaling, melting into the earth. Maybe adding in your visualization that we started with the roots below you like a tree where the body's connected. Reconnecting with that line that goes down around the Earth's core. Maybe sending that energy from that Earth's core to those parts of the planet that need our attention and our energy. Breathe without moving through the arms and the legs, the hands and the feet. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying focused with the breath. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with the breath and the feels of the body, feeling that energy and that white light coming in and purging, cleansing, and purifying to the gene core cell level with each inhalation, releasing blockages and dis-ease with each exhalation. Feel it neutralizing into the earth as you draw that earth energy back into the body with each inhalation. Breathe. Without moving, feel the arms and the legs, the hands and the feet. Scan the body, release any resistance, soften the muscles in the face, soften the eyes and the eye socket, soften the lips and the nose, the cheeks, the ears, soften the neck, soften the shoulders, the chest plate, the chest muscles, the muscles around the spine. Feel the body pouring to the left and the right, relaxing the left arm, the left hand, and the left fingers. Relaxing the right arm, the right hand, and the right fingers. Relaxing the knees, the calves, the hamstrings. Relaxing the ankles, the feet, and the toes. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, feeling the breath. Feel the body at your core and feel the body from the inside out, lit up with the brightest of whitest lights. Feel the skin from the inside out. Feel the skin, and then feel the skin from the outside in. And in your stillness, just observe as you listen. Observe as you bring the oxygen into the body. Observe as you exhale. Feel a calmness throughout the body. Feel that stillness throughout the body. And then when you're ready, feel the body and see how the body chooses to manifest itself back into a more aware and awakened state. That may look and feel like wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe moving into a stretch, maybe simply opening the eyes and allowing the body to wake up around the eyes. And then staying with this presence in this moment and that stillness and that calmness of the body, allowing you to take it throughout your day, gently coming to the left or the right hand side and bringing the knees into the chest and just pausing in the fetal position for just a moment, taking a moment to honor this position as this is the position we came into this lifetime in. And this is how we'll go forward, having cleansed, purged, and purified our bodies to the gene core cell level, having changed our molecular structure and our brain wavelengths. Take a moment, show gratitude to all those things that we take for granted. A roof over our head, food on our plates, temperate climates on our homes, freedom, and knowing that true freedom only comes by going within. Taking a moment, showing gratitude to the physical body and all of its workings, the heart, the liver, the lungs, the kidneys, the brain, the pineal gland. Take a moment and show gratitude to all of those things outside of the physical body working in unison, known and unknown to us, the sun and the moon and the stars, the space in between, and this earth that needs our attention, that needs our love. In the process of its rising up and changing its vibration, it is allowing us the opportunity to go along with it. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up into a seated position and bringing your hands to your heart center. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling out your mouth to seal off your practice. On all planes of consciousness, in any and all dimensions, in the north, south, east, west, above, below, and within, around everything that ever was, everything that is, and everything that will be. We cast the rings past naught of air, of earth, of fire, of metal, of wood, of water, and of spirit. May that which comes to us, may that which comes from us, and may that which comes through us, may it always be the all's own pure love, truth, life, light, and wholeness. We are all one held in the infinite living mind of the all, and there is no separation one from another. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Yay, everybody, go out, feel good in your bodies, treat your bodies good, feed your bodies good, drink your bodies good, and most importantly, live your authentic life, speak your authentic truth, and write your own story. Namaste. Have a good day.